Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lucia and this is Lulu's Leaves. I apologize, but today's video is going to be kind of scattered. I didn't plan on making a video today, but the video that was supposed to go out today has not yet been reviewed by our sponsor, so I do have to wait until that is accepted. But I did want to give you guys a little day in the life vlog, so I hope you do enjoy it. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe down below. Also, if you could leave a comment, that really helps me out. Even an emoji is really helpful. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let's get straight on into it. So a few of you guys were asking me about my skincare routine. It definitely used to be a little bit more complicated, but I've made it really simple now. I just basically use a moisturizer and an eye cream, and that's it. I do want to show you guys just like the products that I use on a daily basis for my skin. For daytime, I use this Clarins multi-active day cream, and then I have the nighttime cream. This is what I use for my face wash if I don't have my foaming cleanser. This is a gel cleanser, so I mean it's a little bit different. This is more so suited for oily skin, but I need to wash my face, so we're gonna use it. I also want to mention that you definitely don't need to use like serums and eye creams and face creams at this age. As long as you're washing your face and maybe using a moisturizer, like you're gonna be way ahead of everyone else. But you definitely don't need like anti-aging creams in your 20s. I don't know. They say it helps prevent it in the future, but it goes against everything I ever learned in my last job. You're supposed to tell people that it's gonna help, but I don't think it does. Yeah, so that's really it for my skincare routine. I know that some of you guys also wanted to see how I do my brows, so I will do that now as well. So for my brows, I use 2 different products and 2 brushes. I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow powder duo in chocolate. It's definitely running out, but I mean I've had this for years and I don't plan on buying a new one anytime soon. I also use this concealer brush to underline my eyebrows, and I use Tarte Shape Tape for concealer, and then just an angled either eyeliner or brow brush. I'm zooming you guys in like I'm a real beauty guru. So yeah, I just underline my brow there, and then that gives me an easier line to kind of fill in. Go to the end and then bring it into the front so that I have the least amount of product when I'm at the front. And there you go. So I'm in the shower quick, and I just wanted to mention something because I don't know what's going on with my plants. I know I told you guys that this plant had thrips, and like I still believe that it did, but I'm just really shocked that I wasn't able to find any on other plants, and they've also not come back, and I only treated it like 2 times so far. A lot of this damage seems to be from when I was washing it off. Like this damage here is from what I thought was spider mites, but is possibly thrips. But the other damage just came after I kind of scrubbed the leaf down. Because I don't know if you guys remember, but it was a new fresh leaf. But I don't know, like there's a new growth point there, I think. But this guy, I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I don't know, I'm just not convinced, I think, that it's thrips. Because like You'd think you'd see some by now, right? Anyways, yeah, this guy's doing really well otherwise. Like, roots are doing amazing. And I think there's gonna be a new growth point there, a new leaf come out soon. So yeah, I don't know. We'll just keep an eye on that one. My sad little philodendron Chironier needs some water here. I don't know if it's a Tenu or a Chironier. I don't know if those are the same. I will say I like watering with these, but it does take a lot longer to really saturate the soil. Like, you do have to sit there for quite a bit. Okay, I've been saying I'm gonna move this for like too long now, but this is my Hoya carnosa compacta albo marginata. This whole strand is completely dying off, and I'm pretty sure it's because it's above this heating vent. Although this side looks fine, so I don't really know if that's the cause, but like, I don't think there's any saving this. Anyways, I am going to move it up to the top shelf here and see if that helps. Yeah, I think I'll just see if it's okay on the top shelf here, and then we'll go from there. But I did want to update you guys on my Hoya Bella here. Look, those are blooms that are definitely going to open. I am so excited. I've had so many plants put out peduncles and then never bloom, but this is the first time that they've swelled to that size. So I am really excited, and there are peduncles here on almost every other tip. I did cut this, and I think I gave a peduncle away. But yeah, there's another one. They really, when this plant wants to flower, it really wants to flower. So I am really excited to see those ones there open up at least. This plant here is also kind of funny. It had some nice compact growth, and then a lot of the lower leaves started dying off, which I think is normal for these bulbous plants. It's just like an alocasia where the older leaves die off, but it's putting out so much new growth, but it's all so tall. So it's kind of looking weird, but I think that it's just not getting enough light because it was on my desk. So I did move it in front of this window. So hopefully I can get some better looking growth, but as long as new growth is coming out, I'm not worried about the old stuff dying off. I think that that's just the circle of life. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep an eye on this one, but I think that it's gonna be a little bit happier on the windowsill with some more light. Even though these guys are shade dwellers, I do think that it needs more light than I was giving it. And then an update from the cabinet. I haven't seen any thrips. I've been looking and just nothing. So maybe we're in the clear. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. Holy crap. So I had a variegated alocasia, and I took a bulb from it, and freaking look at this second leaf. Are you joking? This was the first leaf. Let me show you. I had no idea that these were variegated from like the seed or the bulb, but this one was barely variegated, and then this one just popped out while I was gone. Holy moly! I've got myself another variegated alocasia, even though I gave it away. I think it needs some water though. Let me water this before I put it back, or I will forget. Okay, that's made my whole day. It's just sitting way up here, close to the grow light, but also like kind of far away from it. That is so exciting. Look at this new leaf on my varicosum. Are you joking? This plant is literally a freak of nature. That is so pretty. And my El Chaco, this definitely needs water. I have a few things I have to do, but then I'm gonna just go through and water basically all of my plants. Yeah, I don't know. I've got a lot of stuff I gotta do today. There's a lot of dried out moss in here and just dried out plants in general. So today is another chores day. I wanna just take you guys along with me and do some of my daily stuff too. Look at my ring of fire. That is gonna be awesome. This plant grows so quickly. Look at this. Are you kidding me? This was like 3 leaves or 4 leaves when I got it. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. Not thrips. I know it's not thrips. It doesn't look like thrips damage, but it's just yellowing. I mean, I did repot it, so maybe that's it, and there are the older leaves. Another really exciting thing that I wanted to show you guys is this other regale that I have. This is the one that got cold damage and all the leaves died off on, but it's putting out a brand new leaf, and if you can see, the petiole is actually super thick, which usually tells you that the leaf is going to be a decent size. So I am really looking forward to seeing what this turns out to be or what size it turns out to be. But considering it's already looking a decent size, I think it's gonna come back to a decent size. So I will keep you guys updated on that one because I am very excited. I also can't help but give you guys a Veitchii update. Look how cool that freaking leaf looks. Sorry, I don't want to touch it. Look at that. That is so incredible. I'm almost considering cutting this leaf off. I know it's such a shame, I don't want to do it. But it's kind of getting in the way of this new leaf coming out, and I don't want it to damage it. You know what I mean? Like if it grows and starts touching this, it is going to damage it. So if I have to, I might, because this is an older leaf, like a really older leaf compared to these nice new ones. But I don't know, I don't want to cut it off, so we'll just have to see. I kind of turned it so that it would try to face the sun more. The window's over here, so hopefully it kind of shifts that way as it comes out, but I think it's gonna be a really big one because like these leaves come out and then they grow more. So considering it's already this size, I imagine it's going to be pretty big. But yeah, all of my other plants are doing really well right now. Oh, this guy needs water. But I do need to go out to get some water. So I'm gonna go on a little walk. I don't know where I'm gonna go yet. There aren't many places to go in the area. Actually, I'm gonna go to a little shop down the road. Yeah, there's a little shop that I can go to that's probably gonna have some canned pop or something. So I'm gonna go get ready for that and get myself hydrated. All right, let's go. I love this city so much. There are so many people with plants in their windows. I don't know, it's just like a really plant-filled city, so it's nice to see. All right, so I just have my stack of prop boxes here. This one is kind of unused right now. I moved a lot of this stuff to my new one, and yeah, I don't know whether that video is coming out before this one or after it. Oh my goodness, that is completely rotted. That is gross. I think that's a Monstera pinnata partita node. Ew, that is so gross. Anyways, I have a Ploumannii node in this one and a, what is this? Philodendron Splendid node in this one here as well. And then some more Ploumannii. But yeah, the other prop boxes, I'm not going to show you this one because I'm pretty sure you're going to see it in either the video before this or the video after this. Ew, this is just so gross. But yeah, we're going to skip over this prop box. But in here, I have a lot of stuff that I've kind of just been neglecting and not looking after. Obviously, it looks a little bit rough in here. That's gross as well. Gotta love these prop boxes. Like what is going on there? Anyways, yeah, I did end up chopping up this little lupinum cutting that I got, or it was a plant and then I chopped it up. And it's actually growing back pretty well, so that is the newest leaf there. Yeah, this one is not doing bad. I guess we can check up on the roots. Oh yeah, it's rooting. Yeah, there's something in there because it doesn't want to come out. So I won't bother that one. My Campos Partuanum is actually doing all right in this little guy still. But the plant that I really want to focus on is my Anthurium Doriaki. It's got like these two baby leaves because most of them died off. I want to take this out today because I'm 99% sure, yeah, we're still dealing with the root rot here. So I think what I'm going to do is just rinse off these roots, cut off anything that's squishy and shouldn't be there. And then I'm going to put it in some sphagnum moss because I have a lot of sphagnum moss now, and I think I'd rather it be in that. I'm just not comfortable with pon. I don't know what it is, but it didn't really work out for me. I couldn't find a good balance of keeping it either dry or wet, or if I needed a reservoir. I couldn't figure it out. And that's what gave this guy root rot in the beginning. So let's actually take this all over to the sink. I'll throw out the pon. We'll wet or make some damp sphagnum moss, and then I will replant it. Just gonna bring my big bag of moss. I'm using the Will Grow moss. I don't know if it's just in Canada, but it seems to be pretty good. It's what I used in my prop box. I just cleaned the kitchen. I feel so much better after cleaning, so yeah, let's take this guy out. I'm just gonna take this over to the garbage and just dump it. So I think that most of the hope for this plant here are the roots that are a little bit higher up. I'm not sure if you can see those. If I cut these back, hopefully some of them will shoot something out. Although I think they will grow some roots from these higher up growth points. So I'll just have to bury it a little bit deeper in the moss so that these guys start pushing out some roots. So I'm just gonna use my scissors to cut off anything that's brown or squishy. And I'm gonna be safe with it. I'm gonna cut a little bit above that because the rot can spread kind of inside before it shows up on the outside of the root. It's really just better to get rid of anything that could be rotting because that will spread. Okay, it actually looks like I think this is called a corm, but I think this is rotting itself. So I'm gonna have to cut it about here. I don't know if you can see inside there, but it doesn't look great. Where am I? Oh, there I am. That's what I'm trying to show you. So we're just gonna cut that part off. All right, so in there looks pretty healthy. So I don't think we have to cut any further. Yeah, we're really just left with a tiny little chonk here, but I'm pretty confident that I can get this to root. I'm just trying to scrape off any of the excess like sheath almost on here, anything that's brown. And then, yeah, I did pre-soak this. But I do want to plant it relatively deep in there so that those higher up roots are touching the moss. And then I'm going to put it back in that prop box just so the humidity is nice and high. Rooting these plants, or when rooting them, it's really important to keep the humidity as close to 100% as possible because that's going to be ultimately what promotes the root growth. And it keeps the sphagnum wet or moist a lot longer, so you don't really have to constantly be watering it. So I think that looks good. All right, so it's just gonna live in this prop box and I will check on it in the next few days. I also have this bottom cutting of the lupinum in here. I think that's what it is. I really should start labeling these things, but it is starting to put out some new growth. So when it does, and when it's a little bit bigger, I'll take it out of this bag within the box, but it does seem to be helping the humidity even more. This box isn't super airtight, so it's definitely not like 100% humidity in here. I can tell this guy needs some water just from its wrinkly leaves. This one really tells you when it needs water, which I really appreciate. I also wanted to show you this little plant stand I got. This is from HomeSense. I think it looks really, really nice with my other plant stand and the other rattan basket I have here. I like that it's rounded on the top and this guy is round. I think it just kind of matches this corner, so it was a good find. And this one was only $20 or $24, which I think is a really great price. It's like 2 feet tall. I'm also gonna give my little syngonium here some water. I think that might be the reason why it's yellowing, or it's got some yellowing leaves. While they are like white leaves, I think I've been neglecting it in the water department. But there's still new growth, so it's not like it's disappearing or anything. And then there are definitely a few things in my cabinet that need some water. My forget-eye is really droopy back there, so I'm gonna water that guy. Crystallina, I think almost everything in here could use some water, so I'll just set you guys up and you can watch me water. Alright guys, well that was it for today's video. I really hope you did enjoy it. I'm sorry it was a little bit short and sweet, but I did want to get something out for you guys. With all of that being said though, that's going to be all for me. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. Have a great rest of your day and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!